Welcome back, guys. In this video I have a special team for you. I call it the 2450. The reason why for that name is because it can easily get you for 2450, but once you reach that point, at least with the current date and meta, you're gonna end right there. And if you keep trying to push that team, you're gonna start falling down. I'm gonna explain exactly why that is, but if you're under 2450 and you wanna get up there real quick, this is definitely the team. It worked really well for me. I got 400 points and I did it 2 times. Literally 2 times. I went all the way up to 2450. I did a few sets, did 2 05s, I will explain exactly why. And then I dropped down and then I did it again, come back up all the way to 24, I think right now I'm at 2460. But the point is that this team works really well with the meta that's in, basically from 2100 to all the way to almost 2500. And it's just awesome. Like, it works really well. All I did is 4 1s and 5 0s with this team, literally. And then one other thing is, but once you reach it, just fair warning, once you reach the 2450, it's game over. You will see why. But anyways, so do you guys remember, to introduce the team, do you guys remember Lucario when I told you that he is not ready? Well, here, take a look. You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me? You think you're ready? You are not ready, Lucario. So yeah, guys, Lucario is ready, and I figured out how to use it in this range, and I used Lucario in the back, and it worked really well, like really well. It was just awesome, and so many times they just quit once they realized I have Lucario, and I was completely able to farm down 2 Pokemons with Lucario when it had 2 shields. It just works really well in the back. But again, only until 2450 because of Garchamp and Exacdrill, is that how you say it? It just destroys you. This team gets destroyed by that team. And after 2450, all the rank 10 players from previous seasons, and all you face is rank 9 players at that point, all of them using at least Garchamp or Exacdrill or both. Literally, every single one. And unfortunately, I don't have neither of them. But anyways, so, and as far as for the back, not the back, sorry. As far as for a lead, because you do need a good lead with this team, I picked the one, the only Magnezone. And you know, it's wild, as you can see here. Take a look what happened yesterday. Come back. Magnezone. Magnezone. Cut it out right now. You're gonna regret this. And now, guys, you have the team. The only thing is missing is Gyarados with Waterfall. So yes, you need that actually, if that's set up with this team to able to work. But again, after that, you will probably have to change to Dragon Breath, so you can actually battle Garchamp once you reach to the 2450. And maybe the team that might work is Rhyperior, Garchamp, and Metagross with the Community Day move. That would be a good team. And against it, or even Dragonite. Dragonite would be also a good team instead of, for example, what do you call it? So Rhyperior, Dragonite, and what am I missing? And Gyarados. That would be a good team from 2450. I will probably feature it tomorrow, by the way. But anyways, guys, so what I'm trying to say is this is the team. So let's just get into battles. And because this was literally my last set, and I totally forgot to hit record at the first match, you guys are missing like the first part of this first match in this set, so sorry about that, I apologize. But right now I'm with Magnezone facing Dragonite, which is perfect for me, and I was able to take it out, and then now I can bring in, well, before I do that, I always throw a Wild Charge into Snorlax because they usually never shield. And that they shielded this time, which is also just as good for me because I'm able to get to a second one. And then now they're definitely not gonna shield, so that should be good because I'm lower the health. So now I don't need to shield, I still have 2 shields, so there's no point shielding. He probably thought he could beat me before I throw that Wild Charge and we CMP tied. And then now we just bring in literally Lucario. And Lucario is just here for farm down. But I usually respect that it can be a superpower just because it farmed pretty well, so I'm just shielding to be safe. But after that, we can just literally farm down, and there's a Rhyperior, which you guys missed at the beginning, so I actually led Magnezone right into Rhyperior, which is a horrible lead. It's one of the worst ones you can get. So, that's why I swapped out instantly into Gyarados, and then my Gyarados was farmed down instantly. And then I brought back in basically Magnezone against Dragonite, and then now I brought in basically Lucario to farm down, and then Lucario to now finish up Snorlax, and Lucario to the save. It works out really well. So I tried this team, as you guys seen it before, with Snorlax, but I always got stuck. It didn't work. So I was climbing to like 2200s and stuff like that, gained 100 points, maybe 150 or something. Yeah, I think 150. But yeah, I got stuck. With this team though, 2 times I went up to 24 40, 24, 80 after dropping. So I gain more than 400 points with this team if you add it up between the 2 days, and especially now because you gain more points with 5 balls. But the point is, this team really worked for me. So anyways, so this is obviously not good for me, but I'm not gonna shield because I'm locked in. So I'm just gonna come back in. It had defense debuff, so I can easily come in and just farm down with Lucario. And then of course I'm gonna shield because that wild charge will be lethal because Lucario is type also metal, but it's just a mirror shot. So he baited me pretty well over there. So that's kind of annoying because I could have used that shield, but now it's Garchamp. So Garchamp is the one and the only enemy of this team, big time. Like big time. That's just horrible for us. And then now I have no response really for Garchamp besides, of course, Gyarados. So, but we are giving it a fight right now with Lucario because we can't swap out just yet. So, oh well, sorry, I don't have Gyarados. It's already out. I forgot. I just I just got locked it out. So the only thing that I literally have is Lucario, and I tried to swap on a charge move, and that's not gonna work out. Now we have Magnezone. So Magnezone into Garchamp is not great. So the only thing we can do is throw a mirror shot and then try to throw another mirror shot. We should be able to survive this, I think, if it's right, with like 1 HP maybe. Yeah, a little HP, so we should be able to get another mirror shot, but he brings in Exacdrill. So look at guys, so this is exactly the team I was talking about. This is the enemy of the team, like literally the enemy of the team. That's literally what you don't want. That's the team that you don't want to face. And that's only what you're going to face literally after you reach 2450, like nothing else but that, and that destroys the team. So anyway, so now Magnezone into Dragonite. So this is good. We're just going to charge up to 2 wild charge, and thanks for all your comments. Now I no longer shield the first move, which helped me a lot, of course. And it's a Hurricane. Look at that. So as soon as I don't shield, I told you guys, anytime I don't shield, I get a Hurricane. And now look how much low I got. So if I would have shielded, it would have been perfect, but now I have to be super careful here. So now we throw that mirror shot and he shields it. We should be able to get another mirror shot real quick, but we're super low on health, so Magnezone is no use to us anymore. And now perfect, and then, well, not perfect, but now we're gonna bring in Gyarados, and he swaps out instantly into Snorlax. So this is still good for us. We're just gonna have to, basically, he has no shields left, we have 2 shields left, so we're still sitting pretty good. And we're just not gonna shield this, it's just a body slam, and then we're just gonna basically go and throw 2 Aqua Tail. This should be pretty good. We don't have to invest shields into Gyarados because I have a feeling that Lucario can take care, with 2 shields, Lucario can take care of whatever is in the back. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna stick to that plan. And then now basically 2 Aqua Tails, and then perfect. And we're just gonna farm down this Snorlax. And then now he's gonna throw probably another Body Slam. I'm just gonna let it go through. And this is fine. He's gonna able to farm us down. This is perfect because now we can just come in with Lucario and basically farm down for just a little bit extra energy. And we have 2 shields. We're sitting really good. It's a Metagross. So all we're gonna do is just throw the Power Punch, even though we could have just thrown a Shadow Ball, but I just enjoy throwing the Power Up Punch and then just farm down basically. And it brings in a Dragonite. We don't need to shield, but just to be safe, it's not a Hurricane. Just to be safe, we're shielding, even though we don't have to. And then now we can just basically farm down all the way to Metagross. We don't have to worry about anything. We're just gonna shield in case somehow he has an Earthquake ready, because that would one-shot us. That we would have survived, but we don't have to. And then now just throw the Shadow Ball to save some time, because that will take care of it. But I have a, and he just decides to quit, but I have a separate video, guys. I didn't edit that one, that was a 5-0, but I felt so bad because I was able to, I invested both of my shields when a Snorlax got locked in, Shadow Snorlax, and I didn't throw any energy. I invested all my shields into Lucario, and he had 2 metal teams in the back. And I was able to farm down the whole team with Lucario. That was just, I felt so bad that I was like, yeah, I don't want to share that one. But yeah, Lucario is so cool, but again, it stops with this meta. This meta only from 2100 to 2500. And now because Metagross is everywhere, and so is Magnezone, which is awesome. So anyways, we're back here, throwing the Wild Charge, perfect, he got it, and then now we're just gonna throw the mirror shot, and then that should be enough with like a little energy to able to farm down without him able to throw anything. Perfect. So now we are loaded on energy, and we won the lead, and now it's Dragonite, so we're gonna definitely throw the Wild Charge because that will do lots of damage, and we're probably gonna throw another Wild Charge. That's what I usually do. Yeah, we're gonna farm up for another Wild Charge because we are not able to, which is not so great for us, but it is what it is. So we're gonna have to shield it, and then now we're gonna throw the Wild Charge because I don't really have an answer to Dragonite. So I know some of you would have let the Dragonite go, but now at least we have all the shields gone, So now our only option right now to bring in Gyarados, and this is kind of good for us because he swapped out last minute. So this is kind of good. So because now we're gonna throw the Aqua Tail, and then we're not gonna be able to get another one. But here's the thing, that now he's gonna, well, unless this is not a Wild Charge, then we should be able to survive it, right? Yeah, it's a Wild Charge, okay? But this is perfect for us because now we can just come in with Lucario and farm down like this, easily. And then now he's just gonna bring back in the Dragonite, and now we're not gonna screw around because I'm afraid he has a Hurricane. So I'm just gonna throw the Shadow Ball. And then if he has a Hurricane, which I think he does, then we're just gonna basically come in with a Magnezone, and we should be able to farm down from this range. Yep, Hurricane, look at that. So Hurricane's been landing from Dragonites, guys. Since I told you that I'm shielding the first attack from Dragonites, and then you guys called me out on it, and then I said I'm never shielding it again, which, by the way, helped me out pretty well. So thank you for that. But since I said that, every Dragonite has a Hurricane and they throw it at me, which is so crazy. And then it did cause some of my losses just because Magnezone had no health left for me to fight at the end. Now this is not a good lead either. So this is Swampert, so what I'm doing right now, I'm just charging up and throwing that Wild Charge because they never throw up front, just so you know, guys. They never throw, because what they think is that you're just gonna swap out on a charge move. So I was able to land an attack, lower halfway, and then swap after that. So this is literally the best play you can do. And then now you charge up for 2 Aqua Tails, so they think this is a Hydro Pump and they have to shield or they one-shot it, but they didn't shield. This is alright because you can get another Aqua Tail. So that is just gone. It works out for us as well. So now what he has, what is it, the Metagross. So that's fine because we can get to an Aqua Tail before it gets to anything, so that will do lots of damage to basically that Metagross. So we're sitting actually really well, and it really comes down to because she didn't shield that up front, or because he wasn't able to throw on our Magnezone. So that works out perfect. So Swampert, they never throw up front. They always would have the energy because they expect you to swap out. So now what I did is I swap, and all I'm doing is I throw my attack and swap right away. And it's been working out great. It's awesome. So anyways, they don't expect it. They expect you to swap out. And then that was right away on the charge move. He swapped out, but that's okay. If he doesn't shield it, they should take care of that Swampert, I think, from this range. Almost. This is good. This is perfect, guys. We just come in with Lucario. We're gonna shield because if he has an Earthquake, he has tons of energy. An Earthquake would one-shot us. So we had no choice but to shield it. And now we should be able to farm it down with Lucario easier. We're just gonna throw higher attack. So we're gonna throw the Power-Up Punch. That's the only reason we're throwing it, so we can just farm it down more easily. And he decided to basically just leave the match. And that happens so often, guys, with this team. It's just so good. This team, I cannot tell you, this team is really good from that range. From basically 2000 to all the way to 2450. After that it stops because you're gonna start facing people with Garchamp and Exacdrill. Just the team that I lost to. You guys saw that. So that's the team, basically. That's the typical team. Almost every single team that I faced was that single team when I reached 2450. So for that, I have to build a new team, and I'm going to do that tonight, and I will probably feature that tomorrow. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and also the new schedule for streaming is actually gonna be Wednesdays, Saturday, and Sundays at 11 AM, or maybe 10 AM on Wednesdays. We'll decide soon, but thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow.